YouTube? It's your boy Lucrecio, and welcome to ExceedTheHype.com. Alright, so this video is a little quick video about the Paul George situation. Just a sad situation all around. Basically, what happened was during the USA scrimmage for the World Cup, the Basketball World Cup taking place in Spain, they were playing. It was a good game. It was mainly Derrick Rose's night. Everybody was excited about seeing Derrick Rose come back and play, and he was looking explosive as ever, flashing up and down the court. It's just crazy. Everybody was all excited. A good game. You saw Anthony Davis do some things, Kevin Durant. You know, you've seen all these stars, all these young stars coming alive. And in the fourth quarter, James Harden was on a fast break and tried to do, you know, a layup. Paul George tried to do a chase down block. I guess, you know, get one of the signature plays of the game. And it was just a freak play. He jumped, tried to block it. You could tell he thought he felt the ground with his right foot, but it was the goal post, I guess you can call it, or whatever, which Brian Windhorst, and I kind of thought that as well, Brian Windhorst pointed out that in Las Vegas it's a lot closer to the baseline than it is in a normal situation. So it looks like his foot was trying to find the ground, but it found a base, which is at an angle, and it found the base of the basketball goal, and the rest of his leg tried to find the ground, and it literally just snapped, and you could tell that it was bad from the second it happened. Just a terrible injury. It reminds you of Kevin Ware. I mean, it wasn't as, you know, it didn't look like Kevin Ware's injury, but that's what it kind of reminded you of. Just an unfortunate situation in the scrimmage for the Olympics or for the World Cup. Just really an unfortunate situation. That injury, if it's me saying, I'd say he's going to be out all of next year, at least all of the regular season next year. With injuries, with bone injuries like that, I would lean towards saying that he'll be back, you know, to full strength or whatever. It'll just take some time. So next season will probably be out, or at least, you know, definitely the next regular season will be out. But then I want to say he'd be back to full form. But when it comes to bone injuries, I'm not familiar with how that works. So I would hope that, you know, that bone will heal. They probably did surgery last night, because you can't let stuff like that stay. So I would think they did surgery like almost right away on that situation. Yeah, it's just a sad situation. I do believe he'll be back to full form, but when it comes to bone injuries, I really just don't know. I'm assuming they're going to put some screws in, and it's going to take some time to heal back, and then he's going to have to start rehabbing, and then trust it that it's not going to... It's going to be a process for Paul George. It's sad, because you could tell he was just starting to take that next step. With Lance Stephenson gone, I think he felt the pressure to take that next step towards superstardom. We saw the crazy battles him, Kevin Durant, and James Harden were having, the king of the mountain things they were doing. You could tell he was going to be one of the trademark guys on this team, one of the leaders, one of the main guys, one of the faces of this team. And for this to happen is just really sad. You know, just hope for all the best. I do think he will get back to full. That's my gut feeling, that he'll get back to full form. And then probably all the extra work he's going to have to do will elevate him as a player. But, you know, once again, with bone injuries, you never know. Yeah, it's pretty sad. Just hope that situation works out. It's bad for the Pacers, too. The Pacers traded Danny Granger last year, and then they lost Lance Stephenson. So, basically, they lost all their offense with Paul George getting hurt. George Hill isn't going to be able to carry the offense unless they just run everything through Hibbert. And there was talk about Hibbert possibly being traded to the Suns unless they decide to just run everything through Hibbert and try to fill out the roster. I really don't know what's going to happen with that team. It might be a down year. Maybe they might just throw in the towel and try to get the draft pick. I have no idea. Well, what the Pacers are going to do is really a bad situation for the Pacers. And, of course, it's an even worse situation for Paul George. But I do think he'll be back. I think he's strong. He's mentally strong enough. He'll push through it and become a better player out of it. That's my gut feeling. All right. Check out the website, ExceedTheHype.com. Name changes. Everything's finalized. So exceedthehype.com. Subscribe to the channel, subscribe to the blog or to the website, and yeah, podcast on the way. All right, see you next time.